everyone, Eve from British Garden Centres, and happy November! Despite the weather, there is still plenty to do in the garden. So here are 3 gardening jobs that you can get out and do in your garden this month. If you haven't already, then now is the perfect time for you to plant up some Amarillis bulbs that will produce the most vibrant, bold flowers at Christmas time or in January. Now, you can either buy the bulbs separately on their own and they come as these gigantic bulbs, or you can buy a grow at home kit, which will come with the pot for you to grow the bulb in, a coir pellet which you'll soak and become the potting compost, and it will come with an Amarillis bulb. It's slightly smaller than if you were to buy the bulbs individually, but it will still grow a beautiful big bloom. Now, today I'm going to show you how to pot on a Amarillis bulb that you would buy separately. You will need some multi-purpose peat-free compost that's nice and free draining, a pot of choice, so I've gone for a terracotta pot, but people plant Amarillis bulbs in all different types of containers, even glass jars, and of course you'll need your Amarillis bulb. The first thing that we need to do is start filling up our pot with some compost. So Amarillis bulbs like to be planted so that the top third to 2/3 of the bulb is sticking out of the soil. So I'm going to fill my pot up about halfway, as the bulb is gigantic and will take up lots of room. Then I'm going to place my Amarillis bulb into the pot. Yep, that's a great fit, and the top third to 2/3 is sticking out. And then you need to backfill with compost. This can be a bit fiddly, but just take your time and then use your fingers to firm in the soil around the bulb. Now I need to top dress my pot, so I'm simply using some horticultural grit to do this, but people can get really creative here with their Amarillis bulb planters. So if you have planted yours in a glass container, you might want some more decorative pebbles. People add moss to theirs and little Christmas decorations around it. So whatever you would like to do, then go for it. Your Amarillis bulb will need to be put on a nice sunny, warm windowsill to grow, and make sure that you keep the compost nice and moist. When you see the flower buds start to form, you can move it to somewhere cooler where you can enjoy the gorgeous blooms. Now that the colder weather is here, it's really important that we don't forget about our feathered friends. So make sure to put out some bird food. The Peckish Complete seed mix is the perfect all-rounder seed for garden birds. And whilst you're at it, don't forget to leave out some fresh water in your bird baths. If you haven't already, November is also the perfect time for you to get planting your onion, garlic and shallot sets. Once you've chosen which bulbs that you are going to plant and you've chosen where you're going to plant them, you will want to make sure that that area is nice and weed free. And these bulbs are very hungry plants, so I'm adding a thick layer of multi-purpose peat-free compost onto the top of the bare soil. It's really easy to plant these bulbs and they don't need planting very deeply. So all I'm doing is taking each bulb, using my fingers to create a shallow hole, popping the bulb in and covering it over with some compost. The birds often think that these types of bulbs are worms waiting for them in the soil. So if you've got lots of birds in your garden and aren't going to be in your garden to keep an eye on your bulbs, you will want to cover them with some horticultural fleece, or alternatively, you can plant them up in plugs inside a greenhouse, and then once they've grown a couple of inches, you can transplant them outside. I hope this video inspires you to get out in your garden in the month of November. And if you'd like to shop any of the products seen in this video, you can nip into your local British Garden Centres. And for more content like this, don't forget to follow us on our social media channels and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you next time.